The latest craze at Diegueno can be seen everywhere, and it seems like they might take over the school soon enough. Fidget spinners seem to be the objects on most students' minds here at school. Fidget spinners are palm-sized, 2 or 3 pronged gadgets with a bearing in the center. The casing is usually plastic, sometimes metal. All you do is simply pinch the circular bearing between your thumb and forefinger and give one of the prongs a spin. We asked some students what they thought about spinners and what kinds of tricks they could do, as well as how their teachers have reacted to this new trend.
I like having a spinner because it gives me something to mess around with when I'm bored.
Okay. It's satisfying and it helps me focus on stuff.
I like to have a spinner to play around with, just to like fidget around with, like to keep my mind off like the small things that are just going through my mind.
Having a spinner is just like when I'm bored in class, I can just kind of play with it.
I can balance it on one finger.
I mean, I can make it go from one finger to another.
At the moment, I can only just like hop it over between 2
I can
fingers.
just do that, and I can just do one finger, but that's it.
Then we asked some teachers about their thoughts on spinners.
Fidget spinners are allowed in my class, but they need to be used during appropriate times, and that's not during instruction. And sometimes during work time if it's not distracting others around them, which it's shown to be more of a distraction. So I do often request students to please put them back in their backpack.
Spinners are no longer allowed in my class. At first, I did let the kids have them, but I don't anymore.
The kinds of things students do with the fidget spinners include the typical spinning. A couple have attempted to try and fit pencils and used it as kind of a pinwheel. Just seeing how long they can get them to spin on the desk. Haven't seen competitions yet, but almost Beyblade-like I've seen.
Besides spinning the spinners, kids mostly would share them with each other and pass them around, and I did have several kids take them apart and then be distracted not only by the spinning, but by putting them back together.
The trend passed. I think it will be around for a little while, but I do think that the rules and the when they're appropriate to be used instead of being a distraction in class is gonna need some discussion.
I'm thinking we only have 6 more weeks of school, so I think this trend will last until the end of the year, at least.
In conclusion, it is hard to know when the fidget spinner craze will end. However, if Diegueno students continue to be smart and safe with these devices, not a lot of harm can come from the use of these gadgets at school.